Hello everybody, my name is Oaken Bearclaw and I'm back with Infinity Wars. I'm going to be doing a Rift run, and... oh, right, okay, I am going to see if I can draft some new cards and see if I can get back into the game that way. Well, that's an interesting card. Go with Infected Devil, as it's automatically 2 bodies. Okay, Flame Dawn Commando or Aberion's Apprentice. Flame Dawn Commando is not a bad card, but as a commander, I think the Apprentice is better. I want to keep it to as few different factions as I can, so that way my pool that I'm pulling from is as consistent as possible. So I think I'm going to go with the Battle Tank. Alright, let's see what our first 2 picks are. I'm going to break this series up into the drafting the deck itself, and then I will put each game as its own video. I'm going to try to go for some shorter videos from now on. Well, maybe. Anyway, none of these are great on their own. I'm not planning on building insectoids. I go for Tithe Collector. Mind Splitter is card advantage, I guess. Okay, Ghost Knight's good for its cost. Power of the Underdog. Not bad. Flame Dawn Commando's pretty good. And since this is an on deploy, he's useful whether he attacks or not, so I'm gonna grab the Commando. Okay, we've got Knight of the Flame Dawn, a Greedy Ransacker, and Flame Dawn Footman. Out of these, oh, and a Scramble, but Scramble's kinda bad. All 3 of these are decent creatures. I'd rather have the Knight, though. Another Blazing Swarmer, Frenzied Monstrosity. Firebolt's a good card. Yeah, I'll grab Firebolt. Another Flame Dawn Commando. Filing Cabinet. That's neat. Anyway, I'm thinking about, yeah, another Flame Dawn Commando. Demonize Flame Ram Duelist for Uncontrolled Rift. Uncontrolled Rift is a good card. Duelist isn't great. Flame Ram's really situational. Yeah, let's go with Uncontrolled Rift. Yeah, let's go for the Purifier. Sorry, I'm not really talking about my choices. Okay. Grave Rob is an anti-graveyard card. You don't usually see a lot of those in Rift runs and drafts because, well, it's a very specific, narrow strategy. Ablaze destroys location, which usually isn't critical. And all characters in the support and command zone become immolated, taking 3 damage at the end of each turn. But you have to target a location to use this card. If it didn't have that destroy target location, this would be a really good card. Protector of the Dawn isn't bad because it's a decent power charger, and creatures you control gain untouchable in turn, but it is pretty highly costed at 6. Paladin is, well, I don't have to explain why the Paladin is good. It's charge, it can't be killed except by damage, and it's base 6/6. Alright, so our current power curve's looking alright. That only 6 costs is our tank. 30 Devil's not bad, I guess, but it's weaker than the Knight. Let's see, Ferocity's not great. At least not in a deck where you are actually trying to be aggressive. Dirty Devil's kind of a small body for its size, but isn't a terrible card. Ghost Knight's 7 power, but only 1 health, so near. And Spec Op is really, really narrow. So I think I'm gonna go with the... I'm flipping between Ghost Knight and Dirty Devil. Ghost Knight has this built-in protection ability, so I think I'm gonna go for him. Oh, Wealthy Noble, absolutely. Well, we kind of want to be spending our resources on offensive creatures each turn. We're in an aggressive deck, so at the same time, Knight of the Flame Dawn Purifier are pretty solid. I'll take the Knight over the Purifier, but Noble or Knight? Let's go Knight. Okay, we've got another Greedy Ransacker, a Vandalize, Contained Parallel Rift. That's interesting. And a Frenzied Monstrosity. We can take the Ransacker. Recycle's good. Hungry Devil's pretty solid. I've got a Knight or an Aspirant. Ooh. Aspirant is good. But it is unlimited, so we'll probably see more later. I'm flipping between the Knight and the Recycle, actually. Because Knight's 7/7 for just 2. That's actually a really good body. So... yeah, let's pick up our third Knight. Let's go for the multiples. Splat. Anyway, Hungry Devil or Ghost Knight is what I'm looking at here. Hungry Devils, Consume 2, 10/8 for 4. Consume 2 is nice, but 10/8 isn't that big a body for 4. So I think I'm gonna go for the Ghost Knight. Yeah, Ghost Knight. Vanguard Knight's not bad. Mark of Demon is sort of removal. Gather the Weak is card advantage, but it's just several 4/4s, so you're paying like 5 for 3 4/4s. It's not exactly a great deal. Yeah, Vanguard Knight's the best among these. Yeah, let's go for another Ghost Knight. Genetic splicing is like human beings. Huh. And Flame Dawn Centurion is an excellent commander, but not great as a normal card. Although it's not bad, maybe draft worthy. He's usually pretty beefy, so. What do I want the Ritual Master? Ritual Master has no power on its own, but I can discard cards to pump my guys. He's a good augment with the Paladin, but I only have 1 Paladin so far. Looking at what I have already... neither of these are particularly useful. I know, I'm gonna pick the Centurion. But that could be wrong. Again, for the deck we're drafting here, Boyo isn't particularly useful. Fire Resolve, I guess not bad, but Demonic Corruption is kind of meh. So I think I'm going to go for the Centurion again, even though it's not a great card to run outside of command. Oh. Shikana's a great finisher, in draft at least. We've got Zuza. Zuza's not bad. 6/6 for 3 isn't horrible. And nice endgame effect. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Shikana though. Just because there's gonna be a lot of situations where I've got a lot of small fry on the board and I've just stalled out, and Shikana can turn those into useful damage. That's interesting. Pay 2, it gets flying till end of turn. Interesting, but 4/4 for 2 is not what we're looking for, especially since it requires an additional cost to actually be good. So let's go for Exhaust. Not a great... I'm not a huge fan of Stumble and Exhaust, but they're not terrible for draft. 9/5 for 3 isn't bad. No. We've got 17 creatures already. Well, we're still gonna want more, but we're only at a 22 out of 40. So yeah, I'll grab another Exhaust, I guess. 7/4 charge for 2. That's not bad at all, actually. I'll grab that. Meh. Pretty good. That's cute, but it's not really useful, because anytime you would play the card and it would be actually good, you're already losing. So I guess I hope to come back from a bad position, but still. It's great if you have I'm forgetting the ability name, but it's basically Trample, so. But we don't have any of that. Parallel Rift isn't bad, Hell's Gambler kind of is. Tithe Collector is alright, and we don't really have any 4-drops, or very few. So we can go ahead and grab a Tithe Collector, I think, and be alright. Flashbang is eh. Wholesale Slaughter isn't bad. But I think I'd rather grab the Greedy Ransacker. Oh, yes. Reckless Zealot is really nice. I mean, it's a 10/4 charge for 2. Who cares about the drawback? Now, I mean, the drawback can be pretty severe at times, but usually it's worth it, simply because it was raw power. Duelist, Demonic Corruption, Demonize, or Zealot. I'll take the Zealot, thanks. Another Effective Purifier wouldn't be bad. Yeah, and I think it's the best thing here. Resolute Initiative is... meh. Fire Resolve is... again, pretty meh. We don't have the tools for Suffering Varorians, so I think, yeah, Purifier. We could go for another Shikana, or Cavalry Paladin. I'm thinking Cavalry Paladin. It's like an upgraded Paladin Flame Dawn. Yeah, sounds good. Hell's Gambler, Scramble, Contained Parallel Rift, or Vanguard Knight. Out of these... Scramble's not great for us. It can hurt us as much as it can hurt them. Hell's Gambler is, again, not a great card. Contained Parallel Rift, again, not bad, but Vanguard Knight's better here. I mean, it's almost as big as a Knight of the Flame Dawn. It has no morale penalty, so... Fleeting Footman isn't horrible. Could get our third Tithe Collector. Yeah. I'm just the reason I chose that is because I'm looking at the curve here, and we're really heavy on the 2s and 3s. We've got an overall respectable curve, except for we're a little heavy on the 6 thanks to the tank, but we need more 1s and 4s here for our last few picks. Torchbearer is pretty good. Certainly gets these guaranteed damage. Distraction Drone is really bad in this set. Yeah, let's go for the Torchbearer. Yep, and another. Demon of Hunter, Demon of Solitude. Interesting card. These are all 2s and 3s. Out of these, I'm thinking Legionnaire of Dawn. Because we're not particularly looking for Mark of the Demon. And Demon of Solitude is kind of a... I mean, it synergizes well with the faction, but not with our deck. It's more often than not going to be fairly small. Simply because while we are fairly aggressive, we're not just going to dump our hands with a bunch of aspirants. So yeah, I'm going to grab the Legionnaire here. Oh, Aerial Commando. Mindbender is... It's not bad, actually. 9 power for 4 isn't horrible. It's got Plunder and forces them to discard. I'm not sure how likely it is to actually connect at that cost, though, because it's not going to come down particularly early. So I think... But on the other hand, we need more 4-drops. On the other hand, the flying will help us break the rest of the board. Same reason we grab Shikana. Yeah. In fact, the Devil's pretty good. Probably gonna go for that. Versus Fire Resolve, Grave Rob, another Centurion. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Devil here. Weezer Demon of Smog. Interesting. Bad. None of these are great. Hmm. 5 for 3, 4 5 for 2, 8 6, and 2 durability. I think here the Noble Protector is the best of a bad lot. Oh. We have enough 2-drops, so I'm thinking about going for another Cavalry Paladin here. Yeah. Just to smooth out our end curve. Because we certainly don't need another 2-drop. Yeah, let's go for the Cavalry Paladin. Alright. Well, there's our deck. Stay tuned to see how it performs in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.